What is up, my people? So getting into today's episode of Days of Our Lives, are y'all looking forward to Theresa's imminent comeuppance that's coming her way? Because this woman just gets on my nerves. Her selfishness is unbound. It knows no bounds how selfish that woman is. She just really wants to double down in her entitlement. Like, she's talking trash with Victor, Victor's portrait, talking about, oh, well, Xander, after what Xander did to me, he deserves to be screwed. I don't know what Xander did to her in the past, but I do know recently he just saved your life. And I know that you're not entitled to that money. You're gold digging, selfish opportunist. That is what you are, Theresa. And you're really insufferable. But Bonnie walked in on her talking about, what you mean Xander should pay? And then Theresa gonna downplay it and then keep her trifling self moving. I'm like, you know what, Theresa, your time on this show is very limited. I'm looking forward to your ending. What I kind of want to know is there any actual Theresa fans? I've never seen that one Theresa fan ever appear in my comment section, in my live stream, and other people's live streams. I've never once seen it. A Theresa fan. They're like, oh yeah, I'm a big fan of Theresa. So if you are a fan of Theresa, please tell me why. I would really love to know. I won't judge you. I just want to know what a Theresa fan sounds like. To see that from your perspective. But I, for sure, am not one of them. But always good to learn new perspectives, though. So if you are a Theresa fan, please tell me why. But Theresa and Leo had their little reunion, Gwen and Leo reunion, and I liked how Leo was basically reading her, how her hair looked a mess. Talk about you will look much better as a brunette, and blah 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 blah. You take away the editing. Like, Leo's just basically saying what we've all said from day one, since they dyed her hair and gave her that ridiculous wig. Since they gave her that wig, they're like, she's better off as a brunette. That is just what she is. You might as well just said, yep, I'm Theresa, I'm dyeing my hair back into a brunette. That's how that should have went. But for reasons, they just decided to do that. But he was saying how much Gwen meant to him and how much seeing Theresa was a pleasure for him, and then she's like, well, I wish I could say the same, because she got all defensive, because basically he called her, he was doing it nicely though, but basically to the outside looking in, her plan is transparent, it's see-through, you get to see that she's gold digging, so that's all she's doing. They can see right through her, so she want to get defensive and storm off. But Leo's like, all right, cool, because Leo already had his session with Marlena upcoming, and Leo is so traumatized. He thinks he's unlovable forever because his mother messed him up emotionally. So they're gonna get to the bottom of that. Leo's about to go see his mother. Hopefully we get to see that play out on screen. And he goes to Statesville. He's gonna tell her about herself. Good for Leo. I'm glad. I know Leo has made many mistakes in the past, but I'm happy that they're evolving his character to try to stick him around with somebody. Hopefully it works, because Leo has some potential. He is an interesting character somewhat. So, yeah. And then, moving on, let's talk about my boy, my hero, Xander. He admitted to Maggie today that he enjoyed killing Constantine. He enjoyed killing Constantine because Constantine's an evil bastard. And he couldn't get out of his head about him killing Victor, kidnapping Victoria, and almost killing Maggie. So that was just enough for that. And he don't regret it. Because he knows that he didn't have to kill Constantine. He could have easily jumped him. But he didn't want to. He wanted him dead. And Maggie said, the only thing I regret is I wasn't the one that pulled the trigger. Like, there ain't gonna be no tears for that POS, Constantine. I don't think anybody's gonna be shedding any tears for him, ever. In this lifetime or the next. That's just a fact. At this point. And yeah. Then we had Bonnie and Sarah. They were talking about Xander's mother. I mean, Sarah really wants to keep pressuring Xander about his mother, but I get that this is a plot point that's leading to Theresa's exposure, so I'm here for that. I'm definitely here for that. Because I can't wait until Theresa goes down several pegs. Until I hope that she's arrested and charged. But Alex met with Marlena too, because he don't trust Theresa, nor should he. But he wants to work through his feelings because he feels he's in love with her, but he knows she's keeping a secret from him. He just doesn't know what it is. I'm like, do y'all think Alex should finally just trust his instincts and tell her to kick rocks before she's exposed or after she's exposed? Because either way, I don't really feel bad for Alex for reasons in the past. I mean, he's not the rightful heir. He's not the rightful heir. So his priority better be to make things right with Justin. That's what I hope for Alex. And he can move on with somebody else. Eventually. But he met with Theresa again to tell her that he loves her. And then she's like, oh, well, okay. Because earlier she said, yep, in an ideal world, she would be with Brady. I'm like, come on, Brady is a 4 and nothing more than a 4. So I'm not understanding that. But she's like, but then again, I do understand it because she's a gold digger. So of course, she would feel that way to do that. Absolutely. Wouldn't put it past her. Not one bit. Because she is a gold digger. An opportunist. A snake. But now moving on from that, we had Chad. And Julie. Julie was saying Chad had to be delayed for some reason at first. At least that's what I was understanding what she was saying. And then Jack came in there. He wanted to go see the grandchildren. And he wanted to talk about Abigail, because I guess this is around the anniversary time of when she died. So him and Jennifer are going through it right now. But the grandchildren gave him some strength until he found out from Tommy that they told him that Abigail's alive. And he just wanted to make sure that Clyde stays in jail permanently. But Chad is going to go to Chicago to go see something about a lead for Constantine. I mean, not Constantine, for Abigail. So Chad is going to Chicago for a lead on Abigail. So I guess I'm looking forward to seeing how that plays out. I really am. And I'm hoping that when we get the new Abigail, that should be interesting. Those kids deserve to have their mother back. And yeah, But I'm happy that Marlena is working with Leo. I did speak about that a little bit earlier, but I am happy because I feel that